Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. And today we have a deck that was co-opted by Celestial Duelist. However, she's busy right now, so she will not be a part of today's filming. That said, she is making the time for Friday's video where she's going to give you guys a list that not only did she make, but she will be the one to present the cards and their effects. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And then we need to get into this one. So what we're going to be playing today is we're going to be playing another Earthbound Immortal. So we want to play the Aslla Piscu, which is the hummingbird, which has one of the craziest effects in my opinion. So again, like normal, there can only be one Earthbound Immortal anywhere on the field. No face-up field spell means destroy this card. The opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. And of course, this card can attack directly. Now, additionally, what makes this one stand out? If this face-up card leaves the field. Now, leaves the field is pretty broad stroke for saying returns to hand, gets banished, goes to the graveyard, gets tributed, used for a link summon, sent back to the deck, or, insert some effect I may have missed, except by its own effect. Then you destroy as many face-up monsters the opponent controls as possible. So it's basically Geki. But I guess I should say Lightning Vortex since it's got to be face-up. And if you do, inflict 800 points of damage to the opponent for every monster this card was destroyed by effect. So again, this is kind of fantastic. And gotta love it. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put that up there. So 3 copies of that. Now, she said we needed to play Blackwings. Why? Because Blackwings are fun. They did get a new set. No, we haven't any of the new ones. I wish we did. So we're going to go with, this is a retro Blackwing. So again, if that's going to upset anybody right now, I guess maybe just click out of this video now. Don't get yourself mad over nothing. Again, you got to remember this is the Casual Duelist channel. So again, just because we don't have them right now doesn't mean we won't eventually get them for the channel. It just means that currently it's out of budget. Sorry. That's it. It's still a pretty good lineup, and that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to get into it now. So we're going to be running 2 copies Blizzard. Blizzard is probably one of my favorites. Not only is it a 2-star tuner, this card cannot be special summoned, which is, again, fair because you got to remember his effect. When this card is normal summon, you may special summon a level 4 or lower Blackwing from the graveyard back in face-up defense. And unlike common effects, he's not negating that monster's effect. So there were many times back in the day I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, did my thing, whatever, turn 1. Second turn, I'm like Blizzard for Gale, Gale Shrank, insert some crazy effects here, right? Again, we need as many of the special summon boys as we got. So we are going to play 3 copies Bora. As long as we have another Blackwing that has a different name, we may special summon as many of these as we want. Also, can inflict piercing damage, which is actually kind of good. It was way better when it was printed. 3 copies of the aforementioned Gale the Whirlwind. Again, this will be a 3-star tuner. If you control a Blackwing with a different name, of course, you may special summon any number of these in a turn. You may target a face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. That targeted monster loses half of its attack and defense. This is a permanent walking, talking, squawking copy of Shrink. And he's awesome. He's got like a whole goofy pose going on. I love it. We have their battle trap, their battle hand trap Kalut. During either player's damage step, when a Blackwing is involved in the attack, you can send this card from the hand to the discard pile to give that monster that's battling for you the additional 1,400 until the end phase. So what this means is, again, go to Bora. Bora's at 17. You attack him with a Blue Eyes, right? It's like 1,300 points. No, I discard Kalut. Kalut backs up his buddy. Birds of a feather flock together. They're going to counter strike at 3,100. So again, a lot of teamwork with these cards, and they're just fantastic. 3 copies of Chris, Crack of Dawn. Now, Chris is one of the few Blackwings that actually starts saying the special summoning effect is only once per turn. So if you control a Blackwing other than, you may special summon this from the hand And this one does say you can only special summon him once per turn this way. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by spell or trap effects. Again, if we do this during Whirlwind, he is notable for also having one of the highest attacks within the archetype at level 4. I think he might actually be the highest attack at 1900. We are going to use 2 copies of Roshi the Squall. A nice little 1-star tuner. If you control a Blackwing other than same name, you may special summon this. You can only play this once per turn this way. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you may target a monster on the field and change its battle position. So again, if the monster is weaker in defense or in attack, this is going to be good. 2 real reasons why we're playing this guy, okay? So the first reason is it is a tuner. Oh, that's always a good reason. 2, it's a special summon. 3, being 400 points means that no matter what other card I just played, this is going to be the bottom link of my chain of what I can grab with Black Whirlwind. So at the very least, we can summon something else and go into a link summon. And additionally, being a level 1 means like, let me see if I was smart enough, because I know sometimes I don't do this stuff while I'm building. And it looks like I didn't do it, but you could add Relinquished Anima to the extra deck for this. Again, because the regular link summoning was just a little more powerful, that's why I didn't do it. But of course, thinking right now, Relinquished Anima, you could totally add him in. Up next, we're going to have 2 copies of Shura the Blue Flame. When this one destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon a Blackwing, 1500 or less attack from deck with effects negated. Again, Blizzard is going to be our ineligible target along with Bora due to stats and Chris due to stats. But this could mean that we can board the Kalut real quick and keep pressing our attack. And then the last one we're going to use is Zephyros the Elite. Again, if this is already in the graveyard, you can return 1 face-up card that you control to your hand, special summon it back from the discard. If you do, you take 400 damage, and this is an effect that you're only allowed to use once per duel. So again, do keep that in mind. But again, since we do have 3 Boras and 3 Gales, that's 6 monsters that can literally just board themselves back. So again, it allows for some pretty good field manipulation and board building. So pretty cool lineup. I'm loving the Allbirds. Let me take a quick break for you guys. Take the snapshot, take down the notes, whatever you got to do. We'll be back with the spell traps. All right, first and foremost, we're going to need to draw some options. So Allure of Darkness is going to come in pretty clutch. Again, everything in this deck, dark attributes. So again, you should never have to discard your entire hand. The likelihood of that with I think that was 21 monsters. I'm not going to go back and count. Pretty high. Additionally, if you didn't have the tributes, or it would be going out of your way to play the Aslla, or you already have one on the board, feel free to use him since you maintain as many birds as possible. Next up, it's not Blackwings if you're not running Black Whirlwind. Whenever a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you may add 1 Blackwing from the deck to the hand with less attack than the one that was just summoned. And again, there are a ton of these that can work for you very well. If you have 2 of these on the field at the same time, yes, 1 normal summon nets you 2 monsters. They could be 2 of the same. So again, if we play Shura, we can in fact board 2 copies of Gale into our hand, if in fact that's what you were trying to do. So again, enjoy it, have fun with it. It's a great deck. We did need a field spell, so this time we decided to go with the Earthbound Geoglyph and actually play some of their actual support. What this one says is, while any level 10 monster cards are on the field, neither player can target this card with card effects. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. So again, as long as we've got the Earthbound Immortal afterward, this becomes immortal. You may treat a Synchro monster as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of an Earthbound Immortal monster card. If a Synchro monster or monsters is special summoned except during the damage step, we can add 1 Earthbound Immortal spell trap from the deck to the hand. We're not using any spell traps except these, so that's going to be a bit of a weird one. But of course, you could get them out of your deck to make your Allure of Darkness a little more effective. Unfortunately, you can't set them in the back row to bluff. Setting it would, in fact, actually destroy your field spell and destroy your Earthbound Immortal, so don't do that. But it is good, and since we can pop out Synchros nonstop, pretty awesome with this deck. Additionally, we're going to be using some heavy hitting cards. We want the Heartbeast Feather Duster, the Single Monster Reborn. And again, this is really awesome because what you do, make your synchro, play the effect, whatever, tribute it, get out your big boy. Monster Reborn to synchro back, and then maybe pop another Geoglyph out of your deck. You know? And then we have Geki and Terraforming to round out our spells. Going into the traps. And this is the crazy tech brought to you by Celestial, okay? You're going to know which trap she picked, and you're going to know which trap I picked. So you guys vote. Who do you think put the Icarus attack in here? Because, and spoiler, it was her. She said, well, if it just needs to leave the field to destroy all their monsters, we can use this to bust the back row, get the 2 cards out of the back row, and clear the monsters in one move. So she's not wasting any effort. The single tribute is going to destroy 2 cards. So that's your immediate 2 for 2 plus every monster the opponent controls. Absolutely insane. Definitely my favorite play in this deck. And then, of course, you guys know who put the Solemn Strikes in. So again, just trying to hedge our bets against being overran with special summons and or really good monster effects. Real quick, guys, take that screenshot or those notes. I'll be right back with the extra deck. All right, we're going to start with the Synchro monsters because, again, this is really Celestial's area of expertise. She suggests starting off with 1 copy of the Assault Blackwing Chidori, and Assault Wing monsters all have the following effect. If it's Synchro summoned using Blackwing monster as material, it becomes a tuner while this is face up on the field. This card, however, will gain 300 attack for every Blackwing monster already in your discard. So this can definitely sucker punch God cards in the face. She has used this to go toe-to-toe with my Obelisk the Tormentor multiple times. Just a good card. And when this is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target a Winged Beast Synchro in the graveyard, accept the same name, and special summon it. So again, if she's ended up played Raikiri, and I went after Raikiri first, you know, the Chidori comes in next. And again, we do play 2 Raikiris. Raikiri, on the other hand, we will forget the first sentence because it is the same. Once per turn, you may target cards the opponent controls up to the number of other Blackwing monsters you control and destroy them. She pointed out that with the advent of the extra zone, this means she could destroy up to 5 cards once per turn, every turn. Really think about that. And of course, you know she's done this to me. So again, it's very cool. And she doubles up on the Raikiri because generally this will be her first play. Chidori second. And then again, if Chidori falls, she's back to Raikiri and destroying stuff by effect. She said to tech in 1 copy of Sahaya, the Rainstorm. This will be our 5-star. And again, with the 4s and our 1, this is very easy to make. This is also one of the better ones to use as our tribute into Aslla Piscu. Again, same first thing. Use each of the following effects once per turn. When it's a Synchro summon, you may target 1 Assault Wing in the graveyard to special summon it. So again, we can get back Chidori, we can get back Raikiri this way. During the main phase, if this is in the graveyard because we sent there this turn, you may banish 1 other Assault Blackwing Sahayo in the graveyard to special summon this card again. Unfortunately, we're not using that effect because we are only running 1, but it can bring back a previously fallen one. So again, generally her first play is to always go to Raikiri. But then she has other ways to keep recycling the Raikiris, and this actually can help her recycle the Chidori as well. So again, crazy cool technique. I'm in love with it. And the last synchro that she's using, 2 copies, No Thung to Starlight. Again, 6 stars, not that hard to make. When it's special summoned, immediately inflict 800 points of damage to the opponent, so just immediate sting. Then, if this face, then if 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, you get to make them lose 800 attack and defense. So again, you burn for 800, you lose 800, and then I'm coming at you. So automatically you can take out anything up to 3,200 points just on its own. You can only use this effect once per turn. And then, of course, during your main phase, you can additionally normal summon 1 Blackwing every turn, gaining this effect only once per turn. So what she really does is she gets extra uses out of her whirlwinds this way. So if I've seen her do this once or twice against me, I wasn't very happy. She was able to play the Whirlwind twice, play this character, then get another normal summon to get another 2 searches from her Whirlwinds. Because, extra normal summons. So why not? The rest of the extra deck is as follows. 1 Appaloosa for the blocks. 1 Beat Cop from the Underworld. Because, again, we can do things for the Dark Monsters, giving them a little more permanence. Again, we can get some higher level stuff in here. Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. 1 copy of the Boral Sword Dragon. IP Masquerena. Nightmare Package of Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn. Again, maybe you guys don't want to run the Cerberus. Guys, you could totally sub in a Relinquished Anima in here. And then again, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Maybe you guys can't afford that still. Maybe it's still a little out of the price range. And that would be another great way. We could just, you just sneak the Anima into the deck over that if you guys like. So, that's like the bonus tech just because Oroshi's in here. And it's kind of funny. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have, consider supporting us. It's as easy as a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Maybe the notification bell. Maybe you tell your friends about the channel. If you don't do any of those, though, can you do me one favor? Can you actively pursue a good day today? Because honestly, you're worth it. You deserve it. You deserve a good day. If you guys could just try that today, that would mean more than any of the other stuff. I want to make sure that you guys are smiling, having a great day. I want you guys to feel it in your spirit, and just have a good one. All right. I hope I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thanksgiving, it's a holiday we celebrate in the States, where I'm not going to get into all of the political portion of it, but simply to say that we give thanks. So I hope that you guys will enjoy our themed deck for tomorrow. I hope you guys come back. I hope you guys enjoy it all, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Peace.